Hey guys, what's up? My name is Damon Fire. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick first impressions strictly on the gameplay, controls, replayability, and fun factor of the Division beta. So since there is almost no story to speak of in this beta, it will not really be referenced. There are a couple story missions to play obviously, but the devs have already admitted that they cut out a lot of the cutscenes and story content to avoid spoilers. So anyway, first let's talk about the gameplay. The Division is an RPG shooter with RPG elements like DPS, damage per second, character customization, and gun modifications. There are story missions, side quests, and random encounters scattered throughout the city. Your character is equipped with skills that can aid you and your teammates in a fight. These skills are limited in the beta, so we can only really choose from 3 right now. In the full game, these skills will have perks and mods to further their effectiveness. In gunfights, when you shoot enemies, numbers will bounce off their bodies, and this is essentially how much DPS you're dealing, damage per second. So like most DPS systems, headshots will always deal more damage than body shots. Enemies that are higher level than you will take less damage than an enemy of, let's say, equal or lower level than you. Some enemies are tougher than regular enemies. These are called elites in the Division, and they are equipped with high armor and a fucking shit ton of HP. But once defeated, they'll drop higher and rare level gear and weapons. The gear you find in the game, like vests, pads, and holsters, can contribute to your character's overall base stats, which are DPS, which is how much damage you do, stamina, which is basically your health, and skill power, which refers to the strength and effectiveness of your skills. Gear comes in different quality tiers like any RPG. White is common, green, which is standard but better than common, blue, which is specialized and better than standard, and so on all the way up to high end, which is orange, and that's the best quality in the game that there is right now. You can sell any of your gear at any vendor for credits, which is the game's standard currency, and use that to buy other better gear like weapons and mods. Mods are essentially just another name for weapon attachments, so you can mod scopes, grips, and skins onto your weapons. Mods can also be applied to skills to change how they work and to change their effects. The cover system works well and fluid in my opinion. You can curve around corners and rounded objects without getting out of cover, and you can blindly fire while behind cover. Unlike Uncharted, which I played a lot of before, you always had to get out of cover to go around the corner, which, you know, just puts you out in the open. So the only thing that needs a little tweaking for the cover system is aiming down sights while behind cover. Sometimes your character doesn't position himself properly and your shots can get clipped on an object that you're taking cover on. So going from cover to cover works well, and you can choose where you want to go to cover next from a considerable distance, like actually pretty far. However, when you're trying to run to cover while you're actually running, you have to be like within 5 feet of the object to get the cover prompt. So I think that should be tweaked so you can get that prompt a little further away, so you can plan from further away. You don't have to be like running up to an object and be like, oh shit, that's the nearest to me, so I have to go to cover that one. I played in the Dark Zone for a good amount of time. I played pretty much all day yesterday, most of it in the Dark Zone, and it was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. The Dark Zone is best played with a squad because you never really know what the enemy plans on doing, even if they seem friendly. It's best to have a squad watching all corners of the area to better your chances of surviving. So non-hostiles can seem friendly at first and then try to steal your loot at the last second. That thought always keeps you on your toes, so you need to stay aware of how many players are around you at all times. At least you can always spawn back and try to get your loot back if you die. You have a separate Dark Zone level from your standard game level, and you can gain experience as well as lose it if you die enough. After going rogues like so many times last night and dying in the Dark Zone, I was demoted from a rank 12, which is the max rank right now in the beta, to an 11 rank. Every player in the immediate area can see your location on the map and radar. They will try to kill you for the XP and your loot, if you have any loot on you at all. Non-hostile players can get a good chunk of XP and Dark Zone credits for killing rogue players, especially if their bounty is high enough. Dark Zone credits are separate from standard credits and can only be used in the Dark Zone to purchase higher and rarer quality gear and weapons. And as far as I know, you can't sell weapons to get Dark Zone credits like you can standard credits. So that's the basics of the gameplay. Now I'm going to talk about the controls. The controls, in my opinion, are pretty much very fluid and easy to grasp. As I said before, the cover system works well, without any issues on my end. Pressing right on the D-pad is a quick and easy way to heal yourself, and pressing left on the D-pad selects a grenade to throw. Holding left on the D-pad lets you choose different grenade types, and holding right on the D-pad lets you use consumable items like water or soda, which give added effects to things like damage output and healing. The gunplay is a little lackluster and not really special in any way, but the character movements are crisp and balanced well enough for my taste. That's pretty much all I have to say about the controls. As far as replayability and fun factor goes, this game can get very repetitive, even in the Dark Zone. It's probably not going to be as fun playing solo compared to playing with a full squad of friends. I've only played with a squad so far, and it makes for a far better experience, especially if you want that tactical gameplay. The AI in this game is really stupid from what I've seen so far, so playing solo and expecting any real help from NPCs in missions is out of the question. The random encounters in the city are not full of much variety. Like go here, eliminate the hostiles, or defend this area, or go here and upload data to these scanners, and then kill more enemies. I know this is a beta, so I know it's only a slice of the full game, hopefully. So I do expect much more variety in terms of missions and encounters in the full game. Let's all hope this game doesn't pull a Destiny, because the Destiny beta was basically what the whole game was. And I really hope it doesn't turn into that. I went into this game not really having any real expectations. But so far I am enjoying it. It doesn't really feel like it has a soul yet, to be honest, but it is fun to play with friends. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Those are my first impressions on the Division beta. If you have anything to add, anything to comment on, what you like, what you hate, if you are playing it at all, leave it in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.